All right, October 22nd, 2016. Final, first place, Blue Eyes White Dragon by Steven Valenciano. Go.
Okay. Let's see. What is there to say? Well, how should we start? 3 blue eyes. Standard. 3 alternatives. Standard. 2 dragon spirits of white. This came in really handy because for our locals here, people play lots of back row, so you just like bring out the dragon spirit and then poof, the back row's gone. Put turtles. They came in handy like for field removal. We had ABC player, so that really helped. There's a synchron player.
Fucking mainboard it, fucking Galaxy.
The synchron player. I took out his Quasar with Galvasil.
That was fucking absurd.
I know this is in some builds of Blue Eyes, but it really came through for me, Glow Bolt. Like you could just discard it and then bring it back to life and then make Dragon Spirit, or not Dragon Spirit, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So yeah, this is a MVP. 2 max D, standard. It discourages your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Didn't discourage me.
It didn't discourage the synchron player.
You can have 15 draws, motherfucker.
3 Sage. Lets me generate card economy, particularly these. 3 White Stone of Ancients and the White Stone of Legend. I like these because they bring out all my big dragons. Maybe I could have thrown in Master for consistency, but this is actually a new build for me. It's different from what I played at Regionals because I played the Galaxy version, but I wasn't too satisfied with my performance even though I came in 14th place, which I have reason to be proud of, but like you expend a lot of resources just to get the Galaxy engine going, and then if your Infinity gets like Solemn Strike or a Kaiju, then it all seems to go to waste. But enough of that side tangent. Let's move on to spells. 1 cards of consonants. I don't think I really need more than 1. It's like I really only have 4 targets, 3 ancient stones and 1 white stone of legend. So I just use it to like regain resources pretty much and to put stones in the grave. Foolish Burial. I went with this instead of the Dragon Shrine because of the Glow Bulb. That way I could dump the Glow Bulb into the grave and bring it back and make Dragon Spirit. 3 Melody of Awakening, standard. 2 Final Desires. I like 2. I played 3 before, but I ended up killing myself in 1 match like several weeks ago. It was against this Prayer Statue player. I really regret the decision.
Well, it happened to me too.
So 2 seems to give me the most reward.
I drew about that game.
Regeki, pretty standard, board wipe. 3 Return of the Dragon Lords, standard. Yeah, pretty MVP. 2 Silver's Cry. 2 is good. It really helps with the Dragon Spirit of White. It makes it live and stuff, so that helps tremendously. Soul Charge, standard. Like, make a big board of dragons. I had a really good match where I brought 2 dragons and made a... Actually, no, that wasn't it.
That was the first round of the last.
Yeah, this came in real handy in my finals. Like, I just expended resources and then replenished them with the board of Soul Charge. 3 trade-in, standard, and then, so since I'm not using Galaxy version, I played 2 copies of Phoenix Wind Wing Blast and Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity is really helpful, and this deck can handle Wing Blast really well. If you bounce the right card, your opponent like pretty much loses a turn trying to draw back the card that got spun back. So I'd really recommend the Wind Blast. And go to extra deck next. So, Moonlight and Michael, pretty standard for the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon play. Crystal Wing, I didn't get to play it this round, but it's always good to have it in the back. Spark Dragon, I played this once, and it was to protect my Vanity's Emptiness. I ended up like soft locking my opponent in the semifinals. He was playing ABCs, and I was like, the end. One Silver Eyes, or Azure Eye Silver Dragon. I only play one. I don't see myself like using more than one. It's just like in the event that I want to have like a strong board, then I can utilize Silver Dragon. My favorite monster in this deck, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon.
There must be one with the spirit.
Yes, you must be one with the spirit, and one with the spirit nets you everything you see here except that.
It's not a dragon.
I was gonna say, it makes a crystal wing. That's awesome.
And a Gigantic Castle. I played this to have like other options for level 9 synchros because the deck is so good at making them. I may reconsider this though.
That's actually the only generic level 9 that there is.
Yeah. No, there's another one, Cloud Castle, but this one actually nets you a 3100 beater, which helps sometimes. Cypher Dragon. I played this against the PK Fire player. I took his Dante and then went for game. Because then Dante became Cypher Dragon.
It was a sad day for Dante.
Sun Dragon Overlord, Heliopolis. I played this like really at the most opportune moment. My opponent had 2 back row. I summoned it, tributed like 2 cards including itself, and then popped all their back row. So
I wouldn't say it was opportune. I feel like it was like back in the corner.
It's still opportune, back in the corner. Either way, it came in handy. The Titanic Galaxy Dragon, standard.
Harbinger.
Drag Luon, this didn't see play. It did see a lot of play in regionals, especially against opponents that use dragons.
Wait, didn't you steal his Stardust Dragon earlier with that?
You stole my shooting
Oh,
star
sorry,
dragon.
yeah, that's right. The Synchron player had a shooting
He's already
star
forgot about
dragon. And then I was like, I want to take that with my Drag Luon, please. And
Rule of thumb, don't make big dragons against the Blue Eyes.
I didn't know that was a
pretty
thing.
Prime Photon. This is more of a tech choice. I play it so that I have options between full armor and dark matter, so I don't have to commit to like dark matter full armor like that. And then also Prime Photon lets you get over monsters with higher than 5,000 attack, so that's always a plus. And of course, full armor and dark matter. There is one card I think would have really helped in the rogue matchup was Felgrand, but he didn't make it in this. But just some food for thought, especially since there are a lot of rogue decks in our locals.
Sorry, we don't have money.
And that's the extra deck, and we go into the side deck.
Side deck, Denko. This deck can pilot Denko really well. It doesn't use a lot of back row, so it's like drop Denko, win, pretty much. It helped in my regionals when my barrier statue opponent thought he could like overwhelm me with his back row, and I'm like, nope, Denko.
Oh, I didn't know you could face a barrier statue opponent. Just...
2 Ghost Ogre. I didn't really have the matchups to use Ghost Ogre this round. It would have helped if like there were any dragon players, but there weren't. I thought I could use against the Infernoid player, but he ended up like beating me beforehand. That was my only loss today. 2 Dragos. Let's help with the PK Fire matchup. I tried to use it against ABC, but unfortunately, Assault Core has the same attack as Quackimere or Drago, and with Union Hanger, it can get over like Drago, and then like summon the Dragon Buster, and I'm like, anyway, Book of Eclipse. It's mostly for the Rogue matchup. In the event that someone is playing like barrier statues, which have been around. 3 system down. Like ABC just came out yesterday, and so like knowing our competitive scene here on Kauai, there were bound to be players who had the ABC deck ready to go.
And there was.
Yeah. So I did face an ABC player in my semifinals. This ended up taking game 3 for me, so I was really happy for this choice. 2 Twin Twister, pretty much to wipe out back row. Generally Blue Eyes is okay getting around back row, especially this build, because you can just use like Return of the Dragon Lord to protect your dragons. And then I had like these 3 traps here. Anti-Spell Fragrance ×2 and Typhoon. I wasn't sure if I was going to face like the Pendulum matchup, so I just had these just in case. It turned out I didn't face the Pendulum, so they just sat in the back. And that's my side deck and deck altogether.
Alright, and that's the deck profile, folks. What was your best match of the night?
I faced several decks, including Infernoids, Synchrons, PK Fire, ABCs, and Dark Magician. I guess my best ABC was the most entertaining for me, and so was Dark Magician. But like the most challenging that you know, like helped me learn a little more about where I stand as a duelist was the Infernoids. It gets hard like when there's rogue matchups that you're not as prepared for. Although Infernoid like kind of teeters between rogue and meta. In this case, my opponent was really experienced with Infernoids, and he just like set up the board like really good. Twice. I did have an out, but I just couldn't see it at the time.
Yeah, I know how that is.
But yeah, I mean hindsight, right?
This is right. All right, folks. Well, that's it. That's it for the night. Closing message. Don't forget to check your graveyard, and also don't forget to scoop in the end.